Aloha, everyone. I'm Sifu Z. Welcome to the Dirty Dojo live stream. This is actually a flash stream. I want to kind of finish up a series that I started, and I'm now able to finish up. This is the bodybuilding session. It's 3 sessions. It's 3 sessions a week. And we kind of did things in reverse. Our first session was actually day 3. This is now day 2, and it is considered the lower body or legs and core workout. Now, this is sort of a offshoot of what we typically do. Normally, we do martial art influenced exercise, and then we train in martial arts over on my Patreon channel. So, so this is a little different. I've opened this session up to the public initially. I'm not sure if this is going to stay public or not, but you can get archives of all of the videos I've done. Geez, eventually we'll be posting the videos from over the years. We'll go over on the Patreon, but all the most recent videos that I've done, if they were once public, they may be ported, shall we say, over on the Patreon. So if that's something that you're interested in, just go on over to patreon.com/CFUZ. All right. So let's get started. We're already 2 minutes into the stream. Now, typically before we were, oh, by the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Train at your own risk. And there you go. It has been said. Now, typically before you start, you might want to warm up, maybe warm up doing one of the exercises. Sometimes I enjoy warming up by jogging a bit. I've already warmed up by doing some lifting. So we're going to assume that the lifting is already, or rather the warm up. We're going to assume you've already done the warm up. I mean, look, it's almost noon here in California, so and it's getting warm too. So aloha, Jazzy. Welcome to the session. So this exercise, again, we're doing day 2 of a 3-day 3-day-a-week bodybuilding session. This is day 2. It's called the lower body or legs and core. The first exercise, it's considered the goblet squats. And you can do it without a dumbbell, or you can use a dumbbell, maybe use a light one. I'm going to go with a slightly heavier one, and then I'll be sort of going up in weight with each set. This is going to be 4 sets of 10 reps. And let's see if I get the camera. Now, the interesting thing about these squats are how deep you go with the squat. So you hold this like a goblet and have a nice even stance, heels over the shoulders. The shoulders over the heels. I don't think you would want the heels over the shoulders for this. Okay, a nice, deep, slow, controlled squat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and controlled. Burst out. 8, 9, 10. Good. You'll notice on the push is faster than the lowering of the pull, if you will. I'm going to add another 5 pounds on each side of this. So I'm going to add another 10 pounds. Again, you don't need to go very heavy with this, especially if you focus on form. All right. Now, typically between sets, I'll let about 1 minute go by. The rule of thumb is somewhere between 60 to 90 seconds between sets. Rule of thumb. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I'm rushing these, aren't I? 9, 10. I'm going to do a few more. 11, 12. You got to feel the burn. 13, 14, 15. That's better. Now we still have 2 more sets to go. 2 more sets to get it right. I don't think I want to go much heavier than another 10 pounds. I don't think so. These days, I'd rather go with as much weight as I can do, but use form. So, not push the weights too much as use the weights and do really good form and still get the same workout, minus maybe the injury. Let's do it again. This is the 3rd set, right? 1, 2. Or is it the 2nd set? 3. There we go. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Here we go. I'm pretty sure that's the 3rd set. All right, we'll go with 3 sets. 1 more set. Sticking with that weight, just get more resistance by way of more strict form, going by down slower. Yeah. And watch your knees on this. Go in deep. Start feeling your knees. Drop the weight. Okay. Don't want to blow out your knees on these deep squats, but it is good to be able to squat deep. So first be able to do it without weights before you start adding weight. And again, if you start feeling it in your joints with any weights, then lower the weight or do the movement without weight. Maybe resistance band, TRX. That's the last set. Ready? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, now these next exercise, again, we're doing lower body. This is served for the back. These are the Roman deadlifts with dumbbells. Let's get a set of dumbbells to work with here. Now, again, just always go light first, especially with your back exercises where your lower back is engaged. Always go error on the light side. And then pick it up accordingly. And if you feel a strain, back off. I'm not saying don't do the exercise. I'm not saying not to finish the rep. I am saying back off of the weight and the resistance. Oh. All right, new exercise. Now this is just going to be 3 sets. 3 sets of 10. 3 sets of anywhere from 8 to 10. 8 to 10 is really to failure. You don't have to go to full failure. Partial failure is preferred. Trying to keep a nice straight back. Weights in front of you. Keeping your chin forward. And just going down to the knees. See? Making sure the back stays nice and flat. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So that felt pretty easy for me, but I'm not going to add on a lot of weight. Luckily, I have these 3-pound plates, which will give me 6 pounds total, 3 on each side. And that will be just the right, that'll be the sweet spot for me on this. But the first set is always a good warm up and indicator set to figure out where you're at on that given day. Some days are better than others for certain muscle groups. I know my back was doing good for a while, and I don't know, maybe all the moving stuff and whatnot, transition, different sleeping space, I don't know. But all of a sudden, the back started straining a little bit more. So that just means we pay more attention to strengthening the back. That's all that means. Yeah, pain is just weakness leaving the body. All right. Set 2 of 3 on this. Two, nice and slow down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. And instead of doing more weight, just do more reps. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable adding more weight, but still, I do feel comfortable doing a little bit more reps to sort of get to that right up to the point of failure. Not to the point of pain. The point of pain is a whole nother thing. Point of pain is another thing. All right, one more set of these before we move on to the lunges. Lunges are fun. I have my TRX now over a door sill. You'll notice I'm indoors here. I have a nice little studio space. So, and soon, hopefully sooner than later, we'll actually have a dedicated training space. Right now, we're using this for music and training. All right, let's get to that third set. 2. When you're at the bottom, you should be looking at the ground. 3, 4, nice straight back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Next up here. And I hope I'm on the right channel. Yeah, I got to be on the right channel, right? Hey, Jazzy, if you're still there, are we on the Sifu Z channel? They don't have a way for me to check that. All right, well, sorry sorry if I'm on the wrong channel, but either way, both channels know me. All right, our next is the lunges. So I'll show you the setup that I have here for the lunges. All kinds of ways to do lunges. Do walking lunges. You can do stationary lunges. The lunges I like to do. Oops. There we go. See if the camera can stay on it. As now, I only have this hanging up by somewhat of a small screw hook, so I can't like hang on it. I have to get a bigger bolt. But this is just for balance and resistance. Also, if you pull like against it rather than down, then that's cool as well. But yeah, this wouldn't be. I'm sure it would probably hold me, but it would probably start bending and coming out. So, but I don't need to hang from it. I'll get a bar for that. You know. So this particular squat is interesting using the TRX because you could just use a chair. You don't need to do it this way. But this is an interesting way to do it. So now your one foot is up. You're sort of balancing yourself here, and then you're squatting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really focusing on your hamstrings. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and switch sides. If you're using a chair, be a lot faster. It's all right. It's kind of challenging using its balance. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. I kind of like the isolation of this lunge rather than alternating. Really gets the burn. First of 3 sets. Drink water. All right, it's getting hot. All right, second set. Now you got to keep count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, And, oh, two more. 11. I'm rushing through these, aren't I? Yeah. Gotta slow it down some. I'll admit, legs aren't my favorite days either. Arnold didn't like leg days either. Maybe I learned it from him. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to put some shorts on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, y'all. You know, quick we can change here. I'm sure we can change quicker in a minute. All right. There's the second set. Got one more set coming. There we go. Much better. Let's do it. Oops. All right, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and slow. 8, slow. 9, slow. 10, slow. 11, slow. 12, and switch. Yeah, you can make this much harder if you hold a weight, but I prefer to just do form more strong and kind of work up to weight, even a little bit of weight eventually. Maybe the next session. 2, 3, burst out and slow. Burst 4, burst 5, 6, push from the heel. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I tell you, this workout is extremely hamstring heavy. Yeah, it's all right. I ain't belly aching. Let's do it. Get this out of the way. Now, if you have a chair, a cart, a crate, something like that, you can use that. I'm just going to use a chair up against the wall and use the wall door frame for balance. There's the chair. If you're outside, you could Do a park bench or rock, a boulder. Let's do it again. This is 3 sets of 12. Now, there's 2 ways you could do this. I'm going to do it from the up position. You can do it from the down position. I'm going to do it from the up position. You'll see what I mean. This is the up position. And I'm even going to use this for balance. Maybe I'll upgrade to a bigger one, but not a big deal yet. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Now again, if it's not enough, you can do more reps, or you can hold the weight. So balance with 1 hand. If you're super macho, you could hold 2 dumbbells while you do these. Yikes. Not there yet. All right. I mean, I'm sure I could do them. That's the thing. Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you're strong enough to do it repeatedly without hurting yourself. That's key. Because if you hurt yourself, then you're not making progress. All right. Second set. From the up position or the down position, if you prefer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I'm using this more as a cardio. Which I should be going slow on the down. All right. We got 1 more set to do it right. It's fun to do a little cardio though. So I did not do cardio this week yet. The internet's advised that I not do too much cardio, but I really need more cardio. No doubt about it. We all need more cardio. All right. Last set of these. Again, these are called step ups. And called TRX step up. So that's just because you're using these for balance. You don't need these for this. You can even just, if you have balance, you could do it without holding on to something. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey. Woo. Just started getting hot here in Northern California. in the foothills. All right. This next one, standing dumbbell calf raises. Again, you could use a lot of heavy weight. You could use one weight. You could use no weight. It's best if you can lift your toes up. Don't really have anything to lift my toes up on. So we just have to do it without the elevated toes for now. Yeah, I don't want to mess up any books. Just hold it up there and balance on your toes. That's 1, 2, 3. Hold it up on your toes. 4, 5, 6. This is a good pour. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to go high reps on this. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to use the wall, this corner of the wall. Best I can get my heels from the corner. I can get my heels away from the wall enough where they're not scraping the wall. But yeah, I can use this sort of like to stay up longer and balance myself, which is good because I'm not using a lot of weight here. The calves, you can really push a lot. So the whole idea with weights is to use the weights to flex the muscle to a great extent. Arnold Schwarzenegger used to talk about his biggest gains came in front of a mirror. I was just focusing on the muscle and flexing it and whatnot. Yeah, a lot of bodybuilders are hip to this concept of not really having to use massive weights. Usually, if you try to bulk up massive weights and then you cut up high reps, lower weight, it's been that way for a long time. All right, set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that's right. I didn't use that. All right, last set. We got one more set to get it right. This thing, I could add more weight now that I can use this for balance. It's all right. I'm still feeling a burn. There's 20 reps, 3 sets of 20. If you have muscle parts that aren't growing enough, just add another set. Do 4. Yeah, I know. Sometimes people even do 5, you know, but progressive failure, maybe it should be called. I know they call it progressive resistance, but each set should be more difficult to complete. And at best, you do it to failure so you can hardly complete the last set. The last set should be to failure or near failure. That's an important addition there. Near failure is good enough. You don't have to go to complete failure. Third set. Against the wall, against the corner. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, that's going to work out way better. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go pigeon toed on this. 5, goat stance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only got one more exercise after this and we're done. 11, 12, 13, 14. Living in the big city now. 15, 16, 17. Oh, that's much better. 18, 19, 20. Oh, yeah. Using the wall definitely gives more of a burn because now I'm just focused. Nothing but the calves. Oh, it's a nice little workout to get balance, but focus is on the calves. Much more of a burn. All right. This is the last exercise, guys. And this is one where, again, you could use weights. You could use resistance bands, TRX. All it requires is a chair or a place to sit and move these weights out of the way. And I can't believe we're almost at an hour. Yeah. And then you add a 20-minute cardio on top of this for a really nice little workout. Yeah. All right. It's tight, but you can do it. Or you can do it. All right. These are called Russian twists. They probably need to be called, just seated twists or abdominal twists. As long as you have clearance. I've got clearance here. Yeah. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, then now I'm seated up a little forward. So that way I can lean back a little bit. Right? Try to really engage the abdominals here. Start with no weight or very light weight, and then work your way up. If you're new to this exercise, all right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. First of 3 sets. We are Almost done. 2 more sets of this abdominal twist, we'll call them. Yeah. They got like Romanian deadlifts and Russian twists and all this kind of stuff. Come on. That doesn't tell you anything, man. It's nice if the title actually tells you something, right? So abdominal twists. These are abs, and this is twisting your abs. Well, nobody invented that. All right, second set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. Second set of 3. One more set, and we will have completed the day 2 training session. So, day 2 of a 3-day training session. Again, we're working in reverse here. Our next video will be day 1, and then the whole series will be complete. And it will be available for everyone over there at patreon.com/C4Z. Yeah, that's where all the archives of this stuff is. I like to do certain stuff live, open it up for anyone. The way I look at it is this. This is sort of the doorway of the Quam or the dojo, right? This is the doorway of the dojo. If you were walking by, you could just stand there and watch everyone train. So this is sort of the open door session of the dirty dojo, open door, dirty dojo. There we go. Working the tongue as well. All right, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. Yeah, I could use more weight there. Yeah, it's hard to get a lot out of that exercise without using a substantial amount of weight. That's why I'm going to do another abdominal exercise. So usually if I feel a body part hasn't gotten enough exercise, I'll just add another exercise. That's all. That's all. You're just trying to exhaust that muscle, right? Exhaust it in a proper way. And the abdominals take well to being exhausted. All right. Same sort of posture where you're here, you're doing this, leaning back, not quite leaning back on the chair, of course, but just kind of hovering off it. But now I'll put my hands on the edge of the chair and just lift. You could do it with straight leg. Here, I'll show you. You do it with straight leg or bent leg. All kinds of variations you can do on this. Okay. I'm just going to go with this. Let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Let's do 3 sets of those. That's one. First set, we got 2 more sets. Sorry, I kind of fooled you, right? I told you we're almost done. We're almost done. 2 more sets. Yeah, this space is really ideal for what we're trying to accomplish here. It was been really difficult to be consistent when weather, internet connection, and all of that just would foil the best laid plans. So, all right, second set. And alternate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more set, and then we're done. I promise. There's superpower available. Really stay hydrated, guys. I'm saying that for both of our sake. I don't know about you, but I'm not one of those people that like to drink a lot of water. When I hiked through the desert, Mojave Desert, I didn't need any water. Very little. But it's not good for you. It dehydrates you. Not a good thing. All right, last set. Combine 1, 2, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here we go. 14 and 15. We did it. All right. So, with a lot of these videos, what I'll do is I'll leave them up for 24 to 48 hours once they're published. And then I'll archive them. I'll unlist them and then archive them over at patreon.com/cfooz. So if you'd like to join us over at patreon.com/cfooz, where we also do a lot of Wing Chun training, a lot of Wing Chun Jiu Jitsu inspired exercises as well. But this is our private little session. Oh, I guess you could say 45 minutes. So we're almost up to an hour. So, but without the instruction, probably boil this whole session down to like a 45-minute lower body bodybuilding session. All right. I'll see you on the very last, which is the very first session, which is the upper body session. All right. And if you haven't done so already, go check out session 3 or day 3 of the bodybuilding session. It doesn't matter when you do it, you just have to space them apart. So, day 1, rest. Day 2, rest a day. Day 3, rest a day or 2. And you start the cycle all over. So, and then sometimes if you miss a day, well, then you just train the very next day. It's a very relaxed training schedule that's easy to accomplish, much easier than like 4 to 6 day a week. 7 day, you're not even training. Now you're just obsessing. So you have to let your body heal, especially if you're getting a little older. Your body might take a little longer to heal. But everyone needs time to good rest, good time to recuperate. So, all right, thanks for joining me. Aloha, and I'll see you soon.